Hold on, everybody. Here it comes.
I'm gonna get in my ghillie suit.
So what did he do?
Why don't you just go to one of the non-pinch safe spaces?
And then you got the green crabs that they sell down in Boston.
It probably feels really good.
Hi, welcome to Comedy Parenting Radio, the show that makes vacuum cleaner hoses sound just like didgeridoos. We want to welcome our new listeners from Konstanz, Germany, Drogheda, Ireland, and Uppsala, Sweden. Today, we're celebrating St. Paddy's Day at Comedy Parenting Radio, so excuse us while we go slip into our Irish accents.
I get to speak in an Irish accent?
I get to speak in an Irish accent.
Hello, my name is Dick Sport Bob, and I get to speak in an Irish accent.
We'll be right back.
Ranger Station.
Hi, I want to report a bear sighting.
Location.
My front door. It was Smokey Bear. My husband was burning leaves in the yard. He just came inside for a second.
Never leave a fire unattended. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
Smokey said that too.
We go way back. I knew him when he was just a cub.
How cute.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Speak up, because you can. Your mind is a powerful tool, and so is your freedom of speech. So use it. It's what separates you from being a number to being an individual. Thoughts, beliefs, opinions, creativity. It's what makes you, you. Stand proud and say it loud. Know your rights. Know your freedom to speak. This message is brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters, Education Foundation, and the Broadcast Education Association.
Comedy Parenting Radio in the little cubicle? Very dangerous.
Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why, because I'm happy I'm alone.
Welcome back to Comedy Leprechaun Radio. I have a question for everyone in the studio.
What is it?
Who would like to get pinched?
Not me, that's for certain.
Then who do you think would like to get pinched?
I'm thinking maybe people with mosquito bites.
Why would a person with a mosquito bite want to be pinched?
Because it itches the scratch.
I've got this bad mosquito bite on my back right now.
Yeah, and I suppose pinching it might scratch the itch is what was my thought.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Just pinch me a little lower there.
Tweak.
Pinch it over to the right a little bit. Oh, yeah, right there.
It probably feels really good.
And who do you suppose would not want to be pinched on St. Patrick's Day?
I'm thinking someone wearing green.
Here.
You know, I think that St. Patrick's Day is the most violent holiday of the year.
What about Boxing Day? People are boxing each other.
Boxing Day doesn't actually have anything to do with boxing.
So what makes you think it's such a violent holiday?
Because everyone's getting pinched.
You know, up in Maine, they sell green lobsters every St. Patrick's Day for those people who need automatic pinchers.
I got pinched as soon as I got off of the plane. Normally they hold up a sign that says Leprechaun. Instead, this guy walked up and looked at me and just pinched me with the green lobster.
Down in Texas, they import those green lobsters and then add them to their lobster launchers, so you can pinch people from a great distance.
Here comes a lobster over the wall.
And then you got the green crabs that they sell down in Boston.
I'm staying away from the entire East Coast this St. Paddy's Day.
Well, I know what I'm doing for this St. Patrick's Day.
What are you doing for St. Paddy's Day?
I'm going to get in my ghillie suit, which is already green, okay? So they can't pinch me. But for all those non-law-abiding people who still pinch you when you're wearing green, I'm going to go out and hide in the woods so that they can't pinch me, but I'm still wearing green.
I think that's a great idea.
The madman's a genius.
Will you come in when I ring the dinner bell?
I'll bring snacks.
Why don't you just go to one of the non-pinch safe spaces?
That's a good idea there, O'Malley. You know, we're going to sell the safe space kits for people. It's going to have a green do not cross tape. Goes all the way around and you can stand inside and won't get pinched.
Send a request for one at our P.O. box, blah, 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 blah.
You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so he can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, all right, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
All right. For $1 million and a free trip to Goshen, Indiana, what do the letters CPR stand for?
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
So sorry. They stand for Comedy Parenting Radio.
You know you should never really get pinched if you wear green on St. Paddy's Day.
You know green's my favorite color.
I never knew that about you.
Wowie, that's my favorite color too.
So St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday in terms of everyone wearing green.
Despite all the violence.
Well, as long as people are wearing green, there's no violence.
I've got a question for all you leprechauns over there.
What is it?
What if it's not exactly green? Like, what if it's a turquoise color? How does that work?
I don't think it counts then.
What if it's a green turquoise? Because you have blue turquoises and green turquoise. Would that not count?
No, it doesn't count.
How many people does it actually take to override someone on their green?
Are you talking about the number of people that have to agree on the greenness of an object?
Yeah, so like if the person says, I'm wearing green, can one person say, nope, that's not green, pinch? Or does it take 2 or more?
Well, I think it should be based upon your level of authority on St. Patrick's Day, you know? For instance, one leprechaun would have way more authority than 100 police officers.
Unless you're in handcuffs and they can pinch you all they want.
Well, does it count if you have eaten a green food and it's in your stomach?
Like an example of what kind of food?
Like shamrock shake.
No, you can't drink a shamrock shake and not get pinched.
What if it's on your lips?
Okay, I guess if you have a dried shamrock shake on your upper lip, then people say, that wouldn't happen to be a shamrock shake dried on your lip, would it? I was going to pinch you, but okay, you're safe.
Hey, Dad, I just noticed you have 3 green stripes on your headphones.
I'm never going to get pinched in this studio, that's for sure.
Unless we swap out headphones.
Yeah.
Dad, aren't 4-leaf clovers supposed to bring you luck?
Not for me, they didn't bring much luck.
Why is that?
I was in 2nd grade, and I had collected 18 4-leaf clovers, put them in a little plastic coin purse, you know, the kind that you squeeze and it looks like a mouth opening and closing, saying, help me, help me, help me. And I took them to show and tell the next Monday, 4 days later, the teacher says, Jerry, come on up front of the class and show us what you got. And I said, class, I've got 18 four-leaf clovers in this little purse right here. The kind that goes, help me, help me, help me. And I opened up the purse, and guess what had happened?
What happened?
All 18 little clovers had dried up, powderized, and turned into green dust.
Aww.
And so I got laughed all the way back down to my seat. I felt like Charlie Brown.
So exactly where do you find these four-leaf clovers, comrade?
Not in Colorado, that'll be sure. I think that the four-leaf clovers are found in the Middle West in Indiana, comrade.
We don't have clover in Colorado.
We just have four-leaf cactus.
I have a question, comrade. Where do those green little leprechauns get their pot of gold?
Well, you see, Yuri O'Malley, every year the leprechaun, the only way that he can get pot of gold is he take and sell all his merchandise, okay? And he make big money.
Many rubles.
But who would be stupid enough to buy such merchandise?
Walmart.
Walmart is amazing. My favorite T-shirt I saw just yesterday for St. Patty's Day. It said, you punch me and I'll punch you.
Like the rubber horse mask that I saw yesterday.
It was green, it was rubber, and it was absolutely disgusting. Sounds like exactly my type of St. Patrick's Day merchandise.
You know, this is the perfect segue to green eggs and ham.
What do you mean about green eggs and ham?
It's the perfect thing to serve on St. Patty's Day. Green eggs and green ham.
You make that every day, mate.
Well, I started out down a dirty road. Started out all alone.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I don't know how to talk like a parent. Don't make me come back there. You see what I mean? It's pretty awful. Try it again. Don't make me come back there. Now that's pretty good. That one kind of sounded like my dad. Weird.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit AdoptUsKids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Okay, forest animals, kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow, have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. River, how's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man.
I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. Okay. Squirrel.
The forest has been preparing just for you. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Captain, I must inform you, you're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio.
Hey, mate, you got any St. Patrick's Day beard stories?
Well, I've got dozens of St. Patty's Day beard stories, but the one that comes to mind, the first is when I was a ski instructor in Aspen and I had a beard.
Yeah?
I asked my supervisor, can I shave off my beard and paint me face green tomorrow for St. Patty's Day?
Well, what'd he say?
He said I could do it, so I showed up. One of my students freaked out. He snapped mentally.
What the little ain't about to do?
He refused to ski with the class. We were coming down the mountain. He's going down different trails. I had to have a ski patrol haul him off.
Oh, poor little bugger.
Poor little blokey. He lost it. He didn't think I was the same person.
Oh.
So, mate, why do we have St. Patrick's Day?
Because St. Patrick chased all the snakes out of Ireland.
You're dead wrong. That's not true.
So what did he do?
Actually, St. Patrick chased all the phone solicitors out of Ireland. They didn't have any phone solicitors for over 150 years.
They also didn't have any phones for over 150 years.
You've been listening to Comedy Leprechaun Radio. I want to thank everyone for coming up here in the green field today.
It was just escaping a hope away.
You're welcome.
I I just slid down the rainbow to get here.
And when you leprechauns go,
Yeah?
Yay?
Yes.
make sure to ready the Rainbow Chaser 9000. We're going after him.
Oi, oi, Captain.
Bye-bye.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.